Hello everybody, how are you today? I am here in Vienna, Austria, IAEA head office, UNO. Today program for Palestinian program here and art gallery also Palestinian peoples. Lot of ambassadors, diplomats and bureaucrats here. Let's check how many people's here and also here for Filipino music. Enjoy it and join with me.
of the exhibition. Please, Mr. Ambassador.
Distinguished representatives of the UN-based organizations, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, and dear friends. It gives me great honor to welcome you today to this very special event, the inauguration of the exhibition Bethlehem Reborn, the Wonders of the Nativity. This exhibition is the result of a cooperation between many sides. The Palestinian Presidential High Committee for Churches Affairs, the Presidential Committee for the Restoration of the Church of the Nativity, the Palestine Embassy to the Holy See, the Bethlehem Development Foundation, and our mission, the Permanent Observer Mission of the State of Palestine to the UN and international organizations in Vienna. Bethlehem Reborn, the Wonders of the Nativity, tells a story that goes beyond the history of politics and art to reveal through the restoration works of the Church of Nativity an overdue recognition of the outstanding universal value of Palestinian heritage to humanity. It also highlights the artistic beauty, the historical significance, and the spiritual message of the Church of Nativity. I will not go into the details of the exhibition, as the speakers who will follow will speak in details about it. But let me point out to a very special occasion, anniversary, that will take place in 10 days' time. The 15th of May marks the 75th anniversary of the start of the Palestinian Nakba. And I am saying the start of the Palestinian Nakba. Nakba translates into English the catastrophe. It is the expulsion of more than half of the Palestinian people from their homeland in 1948. And I am saying the beginning because this is a process of ethnic cleansing. It is a process of eradicating Palestinian identity that is continuing until this day. And that's why we say the beginning of the Nakba. Now this exhibition is just one proof that Palestine and the Palestinians are there. That all the attempts to eradicate our identity will fail. We face the culture of death with the culture of life. This exhibition is a living example of the will, the strong will of the Palestinian people to stay in the land of Palestine, so that the state of Palestine will one day take its place proud among the nations of the world. I would like in this opportunity to say, since we are at the Vienna International Center, that I would like to recall Resolution 11/4 that was tabled by the State of Palestine and adopted by the Conference of the Parties to the Convention of the United Nations against transnational organized crime this very last October that focused on the protection of cultural property in areas of conflict and natural disasters. So this is again a proof that Palestine is making every effort possible to preserve and protect human cultural heritage. I would like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to all those governments, countries, individuals, institutions who not only helped in the restoration of the Church of Nativity, but also helped in the creation of this touring exhibition. I think this is the 6th time that this exhibition is taking place in Europe, and it will continue moving in Europe and hopefully beyond. We're very grateful to the restorers from Italy, Piacenti, that sent 400 Italian workers to Bethlehem to do the restoration process. But also we are thankful to the creator and curator of this exhibition, who will be speaking to you later, Taysir Masriya Hasbun. He's been standing in the rotunda since 2 days, since they've arrived from Rome until they finished setting up this exhibition. But also our thanks extends, because this was not only a physical effort, a planning effort, but also a financial heavy burden that was shared between the Palestinian government, the Palestinian private sector, the government of Italy, the government of Germany, the Holy See, the Kuwait Development Fund, the government of Morocco, and many, many, many others who contributed to the restoration of the Church of Nativity. I will not bother you longer than this, since we have another 3 speakers that I will be introducing in due time, and then we will have a musical program. Don't forget, Jesus was Palestinian. Don't forget that. Now I would like to introduce Her Excellency Amira Hananiya, representing the Presidential High Commission for Churches Affairs. Amira, please, the floor is yours.
Dear distinguished guests, on behalf of Dr. Ramzi Khouri, member of Executive Committee of the Palestine Liberation Organization and Chairman of the Higher Presidential Committee of Churches Affairs in Palestine, I greet you all in the name of our Almighty God, wishing you His blessings. I came in the name of the Holy Land from Bethlehem. Is the birthplace of our Savior, Jesus Christ, to extend to you the Palestinian people's warmest greetings, who always pray for peace. We are honored to have the opportunity to present this exhibition, which refers to one of the holiest places in Palestine, which is the birthplace of Jesus Christ. the Nativity Church. We sincerely hope that this exhibition will travel around the world and encourage people to learn more about the rich cultural heritage in Palestine, and also motivate them to visit it in person, pray, tour, and also become more aware with the Palestinians' daily life under occupation. Actually, one of the most important indicators that motivated His Excellency, our President Mr. Mahmoud Abbas, to take the decision to start restoration work was the inscription of the Church of the Nativity by UNESCO in 2012 on the list of World Heritage in Danger. The restoration and maintenance work began in 2013 by craftsmen and artists from Italian company Piscente, and under supervision of a specialized agricultural team from the University of Ferrara, where offers were combined in front of all challenges to work in the oldest city, in the oldest church in the world, which Saint Helena ordered to build in 333 AD. Unfortunately, recent unstable political events which took place in Jerusalem, particularly during Palm Sunday, Holy Saturday, and Easter, have brought to light the ongoing efforts of the Israeli occupation to uproot Palestinians from their lands and confiscate their heritage, history, and civilization. For instance, on Holy Saturday, Israeli police set up checkpoints in and around the old city of the old city of Jerusalem, preventing worshippers and participants from reaching the Holy Resurrection Church. They were going to celebrate the Holy Fire, to practice their religious rituals and prayers. There were also reports that physical attacks been happening by Israeli soldiers and policemen toward religious figures. Earlier, Israeli police had requested the Council of Churches of the Holy Land, led by His Beatitude Patriarch Theophilus III, to reduce the number of worshippers allowed to enter the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. A request was rightfully rejected by His Beatitude. Moreover, Israel's permit policy imposed on the Palestinian people, which we call the permit regime, contradicts international laws related to freedom of movement and freedom to worship, resulting in the deprivation of Christians in Gaza from participating in religious holidays. No one from Gaza, Christians, did celebrate Holy Fire in Jerusalem this year. Israel's so-called security restrictions have also prevented thousands of Palestinians, Christians, from entering the holy city, violating their basic human rights and freedoms. The situation in Palestine is becoming increasingly dangerous, with warning signs of genuine and clear threat of the Christian presence in the Holy Land. Without forgetting also to mention the repeated and escalating attacks by extremist Israeli groups against monasteries and churches in occupied Jerusalem, which reveals the increase in racism within Israeli society towards Christians as well as towards Muslims, as far as they are Palestinians, especially in Jerusalem. Now more than ever, we require strong collective efforts to ensure that the Holy Land remains a place of peaceful coexistence and a freedom to worship. So we take the opportunity to urge the international community to use its leverage to pressure Israel to end its ongoing violation of the rights of the Palestinian people and to protect the religious and cultural heritage of the Holy Land. We appreciate and thank everyone who participated in removing the Church of the Nativity from the list of World Heritage Sites in danger after the completion of the restoration work in 2019. And finally, providing the opportunity today to show some of the treasures of the Palestinian heritage and culture, despite of the daily challenges that our people are facing for being under occupation for nowadays 75 years. As Mr. Ambassador, His Excellency mentioned, on the 15th of May this month, we will be celebrating the anniversary, not celebrating, remembering our catastrophe and Nakba since war 1948. Finally, it is our hope that this exhibition will be a good contribution to raise awareness about the plight of Palestinians and the need of peace and justice in our region. And we extend our sincerest appreciation to all those who have contributed to this exhibition, and we invite you also to explore and discover more about the vibrant Palestinian culture and heritage in the near future. It's an open invitation to Palestine, so please welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Amira. Our next speaker fought two very important battles. Battle to admit. He was our ambassador to UNESCO from 2004 until 2020, 16 years. Beside that, he's a historian, he's an academic, and he is the one who translated the works of Mahmoud Darwish, the great Palestinian poet, into French. So please welcome with me His Excellency Ilyas Samba. Please.
I'm very happy to be with you, to welcome you for the opening of this exhibition that was in fact the result of many challenges and achievements. As my brother Salah said, the rules of procedure imposed to any country that wants to have a site to be inscribed on the World Heritage, it imposes any country to be a full member of UNESCO, to be a state. And when we began the procedures, we were just a mission d'observation, a mission of observation at UNESCO. So in order to have a candidacy, we had to go through a very fierce battle. And I know the weight of words. It was a very, very fierce battle in order to say we are a member state. And I can tell you today that I was at many occasions proposed to be member of UNESCO, but only as the PNA, the Palestine National Authority. I said I'm not an institution, I'm a country. I won't enter in any other position than a country, full country, which is Palestine. I want to gain the vote as member state. The battle was very fierce, and you can imagine the oppositions. But then in 2011, we did go to the vote, and we had a huge majority, and Palestine became a member state of UNESCO, not a mission d'observation. Then we could go to the registration and to have our sites on the World Heritage List. The second very important detail, very important point, is that Palestine, for the first site that it decided to go to the World Heritage List, Palestine decided to inscribe the church. You know what was the ambience, what was the atmosphere at that time. And for us, it was not only the importance of the site, it's a very important site, but it was also the importance of the symbol, the political message that we were sending through this candidacy. We wanted the whole world to know that Palestine, who is a world with the majority of Muslim citizens, our brothers, with Jews and Christians, would begin to enter the list with a Christian site. Not any Christian site, but a Christian site. To say this is a message about our real and profound identity. This is a message about our plurality. Palestine is a plurality. This is our treasure. This is our real treasure, and this is the treasure of our deep personality. So this church is not any place. You know, the Christ was Palestinian, and I remember Abu Ammar, our president, used to say, I'm the president of Christ. He is a Palestinian citizen, and I'm a president. But Christ is Palestinian. The site is Palestinian. What is very important is this church. It's the oldest church visible in the world. This is the first place in history where Christians would be able to pray without hiding, without being in the catacombs. This is the first visibility of the practice of the Christian religion. The site is very beautiful, as you can see later on, but it is also a place that wasn't easy to restore. And that was again a challenge. You know, any country that has a site inscribed in the World Heritage Center has to restore it and to preserve it. But no country is occupied. No country works under occupation. And this was a huge challenge in order to restore the church, in order to be able to give this marvelous result, in order to have all the discoveries that we did find while restoring. But there is also another challenge, which is we are very proud of this other challenge. Many of the technicians were Palestinian architects and engineers. We did the restoration with the help of our friends from Italy, with the ECOMOS and all the experts. But we had a fantastic team of Palestinian technicians on the ground that did the whole stages of the work. And this is very important also. So you see, this is not only a very beautiful, fantastic, unique place. It's the result of a long struggle about plurality, a struggle to say, now you see who we are, and the struggle to say we can do things that would be, at first sight, impossible. I can tell you, for example, we had a big problem with the roof, because we had to remove all the plomb sauce. That was, you know, you have to change everything. We had 50 tons. We didn't know, as a city under occupation, where to put them. These problems you don't have when you are in an independent country. You don't have these problems when you are in a sovereign country. You don't have these problems whenever you want to check and bring from outside an expert. You have to go to the military authorities of Israel to allow them to come. We did all the work. This is to give you an idea about our vitality. Palestine is full of life. This is very contradictory with an occupation. But as our brother said, we're here. We won't move. You won't be able, and nobody will be able to say they have gone out of the stage. We are at the stage, whatever the difficulties and whatever is the situation. Now I have to finish. I'm a little bit frustrated because my English is not very fluent. My brother told me you have to speak in English. So if you allow me, I'm going to thank you in French. Voilà, merci beaucoup. Je suis très heureux de vous avoir accueilli, très heureux que vous soyez là, et très heureux d'avoir eu l'occasion de vous parler de notre identité, de notre pluralité et de la richesse de ce grand peuple qui est le mien. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Elias. Our last speaker, as I said before,
every time we set up this exhibition, as if it is the first time, full of emotion. And today is not an exception, especially in front of an audience, fantastic audience like you. So, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here with us today to celebrate the opening of the Bethlehem Reborn exhibition, The Wonders of the Nativity in Vienna. This exhibition was first presented in 2019 at the Vatican Museums, and since then has been touring in different locations in Italy, in Germany, in France, where we had the exhibition last year, at the UNESCO's headquarters in Paris. So, at the end of unprecedented renovation that lasted almost 10 years, as my colleagues said before, the Basilica of the Nativity in Bethlehem has been restored to its original beauty, a symbol of humanity, and has been given back to the faithful all over the world. The Bethlehem Reborn exhibition uses nearly completed restoration project as a thread that stitches together an even greater history, that of the oldest monument of Christendom. For the first time in history, we can reconstruct through restoration work and archaeological excavation and discoveries a broader and deeper story that embraces the entire space of the Basilica, from the system of grottos to the roof, and develops chronologically from the oldest periods up to the present day. It is a story that goes beyond the history of politics and art to reveal, through the voices of and testimonies of pilgrims, the story of religious pilgrimage with its various rituals, prayers, and journeys of the faithful who have visited the Basilica throughout the centuries. I would like to thank all the people who gave their contribution to this event. And this exhibition is presented here today by the mission of the State of Palestine to Austria and permanent observer mission to UN and international organizations in Vienna, and deeply desired and supported by the Higher Presidential Committee of Churches Affairs, the Presidential Committee for the Restoration of the Church of the Nativity, and the Embassy of Palestine to the Holy See. This exhibition aims to promote and make known the restored face of a country, a place given back to the world and to the Christian communities of Bethlehem and Palestine. Now, Bethlehem and the Church of the Nativity are names that you cannot ignore or avoid. You hear them and use them year after year to celebrate the birth of Christianity and the birth of life. We, in the Palestinian town of Bethlehem and the Holy Land, we live this experience every day, all year long. And for that we strongly believe that for many centuries and more to come, we remain the legitimate custodians of this holy place, to protect it and maintain it as it belongs to the whole humanity and to future generations. This exhibition is meant to be a message of peace, love, and fraternity. An invitation to all of you to take a further step and visit the real place where it all began, and to join the people of Bethlehem in their daily life and to experience the Palestinian hospitality. Thank you again, and I hope you enjoy the exhibition and the concert. Thank you.
Now to the entertaining part. I am glad and happy to introduce the Mira Lamar duo, two talented Palestinian musicians from Bethlehem and Beit Sahur, will entertain us with their mixture of Western classic and Arabic classic. So they've prepared the repertoire that I am pretty confident that will be liked by you. So please.
We're called this way because she's Mira, I'm Lamar. And in Spanish, in a poetic way, it means look at the sea. And you know, in Palestine, it's the easiest way to see the sea. No, I'm kidding. It's the hardest way. And we've been raised in Bethlehem, which is really hard to look the sea. So we thought it's really nice. It's actually the public who called us this way. And it just makes sense. So we just say, خلاص, Mira Lamar. Presented was one of our compositions. What we're trying to do is, actually we've been trained as classical Occidental musicians. We've been playing Beethoven, Mozart, Bach, and everything that you know. But since then, we founded each other in France, in the conservatory, studying this music. And then at some point we said, well, everyone is doing the same. It just feels we're copying everyone else. Why not to put both of these music together and create a repertoire that one day we can say, okay, let's go to the library and get a Palestinian duo to play. We saw all the classical musicians in the conservatory going each day looking for contemporary music coming from England, from Spain, from Germany. Why not one day say, let's play a Palestinian duet? So we're trying to create a repertoire written for the whole world, for any classical violinist or pianist to play. But now we're going to take you to another word with Rim Banna. Rim Banna was a Palestinian musician and singer. I say was because sadly she has left us a couple of years ago because of cancer. But since then we decided in each concert to carry her with us with her music because we believe in her message. She was a great musician, she was a great singer that sang for a lot of different cases in Palestine, for humanity, for women, for Palestine itself, for children. Most of us as children of our generation have heard her music. So today we're gonna play Shams al-Hawa, the Son of Love, one of the songs she recorded at the end of her life. So enjoy Rim Banna arrangement.
area and also to take a look at the exhibition. Here on Lamar will later continue. So those of you who would still love to hear their music, that's it. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, see that guy, he's a very famous TikToker star all over the world. Now he's with me. Say something.
Hello, I thank you very much today. We are very happy to join this event that's very good and inspire us a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Today's program is very nice, and we have a very special guest today from Thailand, and he's a very famous person from among there, and also the Miss Thailand or we us, and now you will see that. Sir, you say something about today's program in English.
Today we are very honored to visit the UN in Vienna. As we all know that this place is such an important historical places where the world peace is happening here, and also women empowerment is happening here. And there's an event for the New Palestine today. I feel very touched to listen to the orchestra, classical music, and meet all the leaders from all around the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Now you know the famous person of Thailand in Austria, Vienna. Sofila, say something.
Siddique. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very pleasure to be here to visit here, and thank you, Amir, my brother, to invite us. And I just want to introduce our very famous monk from Thailand here. And we have tomorrow a seminar. No, it's like meditation based. Please welcome.
Thank you very much to all guys. Now the program was finished, and so a lot of people see the gallery of photos, and a very nice program. Thank you very much to all guys, and we will meet soon again. Bye bye.